In person. Hello. Hello. What's going on? Whoever you are. Just trying to figure this out because I don't know what's going on. This is kind of a test and a cool thing that hopefully, if we can make it work, it'll be really super cool. But if not, then I don't know what. Who we got? We got ICP on the move. Anyways, I wonder who that one person is. Say hi. Who you are. And we got like mosquitoes out here. It's freaking crazy, man. Mosquitoes are nuts right now. Maybe get one of those like Spartan bugs, something or another's. But I know that when I plug this fan in to blow the freaking mosquitoes away from me, I just know it. Garen, what's up, dude? I know that whenever I plug this fan in to blow the mosquitoes away from me, because they're all over the place, they're quite ridiculous, that I'm going to get cold. Uh, just because that's just the way it is. Here we go. Here we go. All right. Shalom, Garen. How you doing, man? Gonna get this fan going. Who else we got here? There we go. But I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm gonna do it anyway, just like I did. And now, hopefully, the these mosquitoes. How is the sound now that the fan is on? Is it too much? Can you hear it? Can you hear me? Is the fan too much? Is it making a whooshy noise? What's going on there? Well, I do this. I sound good. Can't hear the fan. Awesome. That's cool. Super cool. All right. Now let me refresh my computer here. Shalom, Lost Light. What's going on? What's good? My channel. Let's look at my channel. All right. I'm live. Supposed to be live with Buckets and Bibles, but he okay. So, all right. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pause this, or rather, pull this down. This way, I can actually see the what's it called? Come on, computer. Do what I want you to. There we go. We're loading up. This way, I can see uh, the chat here. There we go. All right. Now that it sounds good, it looks good. How you guys doing? I hope you're good. I'm good. Can't complain. You know, we've been dealing with a lot. Something that I just keep hitting with my wife, just in general, is, and it's been quite consistent. And mind you, it's easier to say than do, but trusting that the Father has you. In every aspect, in every case, and it's never been something that has really escaped me in the idea of trusting that the Father has me, but more so just something. Garen, you're staying busy. That's good. That's good, man. I'm trying to stay busy. I'm trying to make money. It's hard because I'm doing work for people, and I'm not gonna get paid for a very long time. So I'm just kind of like doing work, and then whenever they do what they do, then I'll finally get paid for it. And that's just the nature of it. But anyways, um, trusting that the Father has you. TJ, he spoke I think he did a video today. I think was his video, but it talked about we just had first fruits, and the first fruits is really just trusting that the Father has you. I'm going to give this as an offering, even if it hurts me, in trust. Because a part of obedience is trust. A part of love is trust. It's it's trusting the Father has you across the board in everything that you do, and in that trust, He's going to take care of you because He's going to prove faithful because you are putting your expectancy on Him and His word and His identity of who He says He is, and by that, in default, He's going to follow through, man. So that's just been something that we've been working with. Is just this whole idea of trust. We got 8 watchers, not a whole lot in the comments, so that's okay. I can keep talking. Um, but it's really nice when we have a dialogue going there. What's going on with you guys? Is there something you want to hear? Something you want to talk about? Um, I was supposed to have buckets and Bibles on here. I told him I was ready to go, and he he just hasn't responded. So if he pops into the chat, and I left this open, so hopefully he can just like come right in. I don't know if that's able to happen. I don't know how this works because this is my first time using it. But if he comes in, I don't have a problem shutting this off and then starting up a new live stream so that he can join me in this live stream. Trusting ain't easy. Wasn't taught that as a kid. Had to learn it the hard way. Staying busy, praying we find the Father where the Father wants us to go. Need more land for growing sheep flock. There's land everywhere, man. It doesn't matter where you go. Well, I mean, I suppose I don't. I don't really know how to answer that. Just the Father is going to grow you and bless you where He puts you, right? So, how much more land do you need? How much can you afford? There's land everywhere. Where are you coming from, right? Just get out there, get to looking. And are you going to build a place? Are you going to buy a place already established with land? Like, what's your budget? There's a lot of things going on there. A lot of hard things. Suffice to say, we're on the precipice of a financial collapse. Thus says me. Um, and if it's not a financial collapse, it's going to, at minimum, be. So we're already looking at. Um, Darn it! Yeah, that's my mom calling. I'm gonna have to decline her and let her know, hey, um, I'm doing a live stream. I'll be back. One moment. I'm gonna have my wife text my mom and call it good. One moment. No, my mom. So all right now, baby, it's all right now. All right now. So we have 9 folks up in here. 9 of yous. Only 2 of you in the chat. What the heck is going on? You see, I thought about smoking a stove, but it's 8:41. It is getting kind of late. And you're right. Trusting ain't easy. Trusting ain't easy, Karen. The Wolf Angel just got here. What's up, man? Hope you're good. If y'all feel like it. Oh, do it. My dude.
What's up, bro?
What's How you doing, man? Glad to see
Hi.
you.
I'm good. I was helping Dudley offload a couple trailers and swap stuff out, so I got hemmed up for a minute.
Right on. Right on.
I'm here.
So we got a few folks in the chat.
All right. So I'm looking for my phone.
So here's my handy dandy phone stand for you.
Oh, shalom.
Bunch
Bill.
of U nails for fencing and a box of screws. Phone stand.
I love it. I'm fancy. I got like some stuff that I broke in my truck that I zip tied to a tripod. I don't know if mine's glitchy or good or not, but yours is super glitchy right now. I got a 5x5. Yeah. We were taking turns glitching, huh? All right. Let me see. What's mine on? Mine says I'm super duper Wi-Fi. Yeah, yours is really pixelated for me. I don't know how they can see it.
Yeah, it's pixelated on the computer too. Dang it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna work be there, so it should have been fine. And I've got full signal. Yeah, because you're
yeah.
looking
I don't
real
know.
good.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you look. I look good on my phone for sure. I look great. But you look super digitized. Um, 5x5x2. Nice. Yeah, yours is really bad on my end, bro. Are we both glitching, guys, or is it? Yeah, I don't really know. We can start it over and try it from my side, see if it works better. It's up to you. Oh, okay. So he's saying it's just you, bro. Yeah, I'm not really sure. Just Heath. Okay. Well, that sucks. Uh-oh. She'll go bye-bye. I'm still live, I think. Oh man, I'm sweaty. Um, no, nope, you're still digitized and choppy on what I can hear for sure. What you going? You going in the house?
No,
Oh, that's better.
Is it really?
Yeah. Yeah, that's better for sure. Yeah, Wi-Fi don't go through stone walls, homie.
No, it's not Wi-Fi.
Oh, you're just on your phone? Oh, get on the Wi-Fi.
It would have been fine before. I don't know if I'd have to decide and take it. So
Yeah,
all I did was move back. I'm sitting in the grass now. I'm not on the porch.
it's a little better. It's not as bad as it was, so that's good.
Progress.
Yeah, it's progress for sure.
Oops.
Bro, I don't know what's going on, but I love it. uh, yeah,
We're
Dudley
gonna
had me
make
out
this
there
work.
sweating. Yeah, he had
Oh
a big
yeah.
old load on one of the grindstone trucks, and I saw him leave this morning when we were going to work, and he's just now getting back with a load. So I was like, let me go out there and see if he needs a hand.
Yeah.
What are we talking about tonight?
Oh, so I was just talking before you got on here. I was just talking about the idea of trust in the Father and what TJ said and how it's been consistent with just something that Lauren and I have been talking about consistently for a few months now. You need to go inside. I love you. Say hi,
Yeah,
Jody.
hi.
Go inside.
Yeah, I think for me, one of the big things about trust is it's an action word. It's not just a
Yeah.
thought or a feeling, and like put your money where your mouth is. Do you actually trust him? Because he knows our heart, right? So like if we're trusting him, he knows, and if we're not, he knows too. But also our
Yeah.
actions should be fruitful in that trust part. One of the things, like I'm in contracting, and I know you know what this is like. So it's feast or famine. So there's really good times where I feel like I'm, balling out of control, and I'm about to get some spinners and some dubs on my whip. And then there's times where I'm trying to rub two pennies together and come up with some chicken feed.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
the faithfulness of the Father, it doesn't change ever for me. He is faithful, and he knows what I need before I ask every time. And I think that it's often a test of what I'm going to do and how I'm going to handle the challenges of life and persevere through without my faith or my integrity or my attitude changing, you
Right.
know?
Yeah.
And, it, if he has a commandment and we're to be good stewards and take care of our family and all that kind of stuff, which we know that's truth, he's faithful to make a way. He's not going to say, hey, do this, and there's no way for you to do it. There's always a way, and he always presents an opportunity. And in the struggles, man, you know, there's a lot of blessings that I experience that not everybody has experienced. And one of the reasons is because I have been without, like
Yeah.
without, and without a resupply coming for months and years of doing without, and learned in that it's going to be okay regardless. Like,
Yeah.
I think I don't know if it was Paul or who was talking about it, but they're like, I think it's Paul. He said, I've learned to be okay with a little or without, and I've been okay, and I learned how to be okay with much, and I
Yeah.
think that stuff for me, it's so true, is that those are skills that not everybody gets to experience, because a lot of times people have made better decisions than I have for sure. And, they got money in a savings account, or they've got some 401k, or they've got more than one income coming in. And they're able to,
Right.
weather the storm probably more gracefully than me for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. But it doesn't mean that, we can easily get caught up in the idea of like it's never escaped me that the Father's providing for me. It's never escaped me that, like, I know that beyond a shadow of a doubt that my kids are going to be fed. We're always going to have a roof over our heads, so on and so forth. It's never escaped me. But when you start adding in different things here and there that seem to stack up, right? Whether it be, for me, like, for example, it was my truck, right? And it
Yeah.
wasn't just my truck. It was three vehicles in the matter of a year, all going down all at once.
Yeah, bro, they were.
Right. So
I think I weathered the same storm.
yeah. And it sucks. It absolutely sucks. And it's like you never cost that much money. That costs that much money. But in the end, he still got you.
Yeah, no matter how big or small it is, he's got you. And I think that has always been the payoff of perseverance through life, just life, the
Yeah.
struggles of life, and and that you're not. For me, I can't try to do the struggles of life alone. I have to be turning to him all the time, and I think that's all he really wants is me to guy, and not in desperation either. Just like, hey, Dad, like, thank you for this struggle because I know I'm learning. Thank you for
Yeah.
thank you for the ability to be grateful for the little blessings that I get. Thank you for
Right.
that. Thank you for keeping me humble in just the small stuff.
Yeah.
And because people forget, I mean, there's people out there that don't have, they're not comfortable in their own skin unless they got money in, um, unless they got, they're not comfortable in their own skin unless they've got a decent amount in their savings account and all that. And I'm not saying that's bad. I'm saying that's wonderful.
Yeah.
But not everybody has that. There's people that grew up poor, that grew up
Yeah.
without. Like me, my dad was on food stamps when I was little, when he was a single parent. And in the wintertime, when construction was slow, he'd come home, get on food stamps, and then he'd go to college. And then when the money was good, he'd be out doing construction all week and come home on the weekends. And that was kind of it. And so like feast or famine's always been part of my makeup.
Yeah.
But to 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 be able to weather that is kind of a miracle really because some people it would break them, and
Yeah.
I everybody has their own learning curve and level that they're learning on, and for me sometimes mine's really ugly and harsh, and I'm okay with that because he knows me. It's not like I feel like, oh, why is he making it so hard for me? He doesn't, dude. He doesn't.
Right.
Life is life, and it's
Right.
gonna the rain falls on the just and the unjust alike,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
so it is what it is, and I think for me, leaning on the amount of faith and understanding that I have that that his character doesn't change, and regardless of how I feel about it, he's got it covered. No matter how I feel, no matter what the enemy wants to put in my head, and if I in my flesh want to compare my situation to somebody else's, this is irrelevant. It's
Yeah.
irrelevant. It's irrelevant. Is
Absolutely.
I have I think I have about $1 in my bank account right now, and I have about $100 that I gave to my wife, and I've got $30 to live on the rest of the week, and I'm blessed. And I'll tell you this: I'm beyond blessed because I am so rich with the goodness and peace that I have from Him. Because
Yeah.
this shit don't mean nothing to me, like it really don't. And yeah, if I couldn't
Yeah.
feed my family, we'd be having a different conversation. But I don't. I know he's faithful, even in the littlest ways. I have to recognize him and his goodness and what he
Yeah.
puts in front of me, and like even this. Sometimes it's to test my wife. to see her faith
Yeah.
and go, let her get to this little nervous spot where she starts, hey, what are we gonna do? And I'm like, hey, I got you. I'm
Yep.
doing my job. He's doing his. Relax. It's gonna be okay.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And then
Right.
she reels it in and she's like,
Yeah.
all right, dad's in charge. You got it.
So it's something, it's the idea, James chapter 1, count it all joy when you fall into various trials, knowing the test of your faith have its perfect, you might be perfect and complete lacking.
Yeah.
So it's the idea of, even, yes, we've got sing all around us. And even when I've got $1 in my bank account, because, I'm similar right now, I got you.
Yeah. Well, and we were both talking
But
about the
even,
other day. We're both like, we're barely making it right now, and it's okay. We're
yeah,
fine. Everything's
yeah,
good. Yeah, I've
we're,
only got a quarter tank of gas, and I don't know when my next dollar's coming in. There's no
yep,
reason to trip, homie. And it's not because we're out there blowing our money on dumb shit. We're really not. It's just the
yeah.
season for now, and it's okay.
But we have to be conscious to not allow one hit or maybe even 2 or 3 hits to cover up the abundance of other blessings in other areas.
Mm-hmm.
And something Arkansas living. What's up, bro? I'm gonna make it weird. Um, uh, gosh, you distracted me, dude.
Oh, derailed the train.
No, yeah, no. Something that I've been saying here lately, especially to my kids, and I've mentioned it a few times to Lauren as well, is comparison is the thief of joy.
Bro, that's a good word. It really is.
You
Just
you
like
can't you
perfect.
can't be comparing yourself.
Yeah, just like perfect's the enemy of good enough.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So it does no good, you know. While our wallets may look the same, your circumstances are entirely different from mine. So we
Yep,
can't. It's not exactly apples to apples.
it's definitely not, bro. It's definitely not. You're doing way worse than me. Just kidding.
But to bring it all together, like I can't compare myself to TJ. I can't compare myself to uh you know Bob or
Whoever.
JA
Yeah.
or AVT. He's on here. I can't compare myself to him. We're not in the same spot. You know,
Exactly, brother. Exactly. Well, and
and that
go ahead.
I was just saying it's not just on financial or monetary level or status or anything like that. It's even on a spiritual level because you can't take a look at somebody and think, man, they've got to be flying high with the Father. You can't do that and have that affect where you're at with the Most High.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I do think that we are encouraging to one another when you can see somebody
Yeah,
that you know is going through it and you can see that they're doing it graceful and also in the spirit and they're trusting the Father and they're just pushing through and they're not letting it mess up their shalom. And I think that is a muscle that for sure I get to exercise often.
yeah, yeah, absolutely. Sergeant Storms, get out of here, bro. Get out of here with that.
You got $40? Send it. Ballin'. It's like a quarter tank of gas. Make it rain.
You're saying you got that beard, bro.
Oh,
I got nothing.
oh yeah, that's it. Yeah, you got pretty
That's
face,
all I
but no
got.
beard. This time. Yeah,
Oh man. Only accept garden goods as payment. Learned.
dude, we got a bunch of people on here, bro.
Yeah, it's all
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, that's a good time.
But anyways, yeah, like we just can't allow comparison, and this is something that's been uh, highlighted to me lately, just because I keep having to reiterate it to my kids and just other people in general. It's like, hey, man, we can't be allowing comparison to rob us of, fruit of the spirit,
Yeah, well, and
something as abundant as joy.
yeah, well, and so one of the skills that I acquired, that it's a skill that you can lose because you got to exercise it.
Yeah,
Is if you're like going through it, it's super duper important for you to get off your ass and go help somebody with no expectations. Go
yeah,
help somebody just because they need help. No
yeah,
expectation, no matter how bad you feel, no matter how good they're doing, but you still know they need help. Go freaking help them, dude. Get off your
yeah,
butt and get into helping somebody else with zero expectation, because it's you're supposed to, you know.
yeah,
And and also it's really good on the flip side of that to not just sit in your shit. You know what
yeah.
I mean? It's really good to not sit in your shit. And like that's one of the reasons I was outside tonight because I didn't want to be inside moping around. And I was like, I'm gonna go help Dudley. You know what I mean? Because Dudley needs help, even though he's probably got it. I'm gonna still go help him. And
Absolutely.
it's all of that. I remember one time uh I was on the struggle bus, dude, and it'd been probably a couple months of us just barely scraping by, and we were having to borrow a little bit of money from family to kind of just get us through. And
Yeah.
I spent that whole time in service to helping him finish his cabin because I had to. I mean, I wasn't going to just sit at the house and
Right.
not work, And I also didn't have the money for my projects, and so it was like, all right, well, I'm going to go pour into somebody that needs some help right now.
Yeah.
Even though I have nothing, I've got a skill set. You know what I mean? I can show them how to do something. I can do something they can't do. And
Right.
I don't know, dude. That to me has always been one of the best gifts that the Father's given me is to get out of yourself and your problems by helping other people, and you'll learn a lot going through storms like that.
Yeah. And so I was at Lowe's today, and I was kind of having a dialogue with the Father, and I was just like, I used to have, and I do mean used to, um, just a constant smile on my face at all times. I always have. And within the last few years, like I've noticed this gradual declination of my joy.
Mm-hmm.
And I've gone through it over the last few years, truthfully. And I was talking to the Father today, and I was like, man, I want my joy back. I used to walk around with a smile on my face all the time. Then I felt him just say, then walk around with a smile on your face. J- just do it. And I was like, oh, dang, you're hitting me with everything that I preached over the years. It was like, it's a conscious effort.
It's funny how he blasts us with our own stuff, ain't it?
Yeah, he's like, then do it. What are you
It's like
doing?
a little,
Just
hey, hey, hey.
just put a smile on. Just
That's it, buddy.
okay. Like
All right, we'll
that's
see
really
what
all
people
there
are
is. It's a conscious effort to do what it is that you desire. If you desire a relationship with the Most High, make the conscious effort to have a relationship with the Most High. The
Yeah,
same way you would make the conscious effort to put in for a friend or a spouse, a loved one, whatever.
yeah, for
You want
sure.
to you want to be happy, be happy. It's your choice.
Yeah. Hey, I don't know if I can leave this live stream and come back, bro, but I put on my channel that I was going to go live, and this doesn't give my channel a notification. And so I'm sure there's people waiting. My wife just texted me. She's like, hey, are you going to go live? And I'm all, Yeah, because it doesn't notify my channel, and I think there's a bunch of people
Oh,
waiting.
I thought that was the other way around. I'm sorry.
No, it's good. I actually, I just need to go on there and tell them to go to your channel and get on.
So do that, and I
Yeah.
bet you if you just click back on that link, it should send you right back through it.
Okay. Well, if not, then we'll figure it out.
Send me a text, and then we'll restart, or you send
Copy.
me a link.
Yeah.
Cool.
Copy. All right, brother.
All right, man.
All right. So
Okay, so you guys know. By the way, is it better? Everything good looking? You know, like 5x5, 2x4, three quarters. I don't know. How's it looking? Random fandom. I'm not religious. Can we have a talk about service outside of God and His thoughts? 5x5. Random fandom. What do you want to talk about? Because I'll be honest with you. You know who I am. Um, you're not going to separate me from the Most High, or talking about Him or His goodness. Nothing but good looks here. You're right, Arkansas. Thank you for noticing. I couldn't help but notice that you noticed that I noticed you noticing me. Chat about joy. Sergeant Storms, are you lacking joy? As a believer, I do not believe there is such a thing. I agree. Can we serve the same good cause without having boundaries? I don't even understand what that means, without having boundaries. Why would you not have boundaries? Or why would you place boundaries? I'm not understanding your context. Does what need a label? It all points back to the Father. I agree, Saucy. I agree. Yeah, everything I do revolves around, you know, the Most High and His goodness. You know, not lacking, but I had to choose to set a course for my life when I took back the wheel. Oh, that's real. Do we have to call good behavior godly? No, I mean truthfully, there is no good on the Father. Our goodness, our own righteousness is but filthy rags, and the filth in the Word in Scripture is literally talking about when she was on her menstrual cycle, she would use a rag. They didn't have tampons back then. They didn't have, pads and all of that. They would use a rag. This is a filthy rag to the Most High. Okay, so think of, is morality only something that the pious have? No, morality is in every man. It's innate within your being. It's within you. And if you don't believe it, talk to any child. Any child. Any child will do. They know the difference between right and wrong. They know whether or not you should steal. They know whether or not you should lie. Like the Bible doesn't say thou shalt not kill. There's a lot of provision in the word about killing. Soldiers do have to kill. Police officers, unfortunately, have to kill in the line of duty sometimes. It doesn't mean that it's unrighteous. Sometimes it's for the preservation of life. And it is righteousness for me to protect and provide for my family on the level of protection, right? So, like, where are you drawing this line, man? Sergeant Storms had to choose, set a course. Right. It's mindset. It truly is. And how much do we have to like adding them back? Hey, there
Hi,
he
I'm
is.
back.
All right.
I,
You did it.
Welcome back.
What up?
Welcome
Let's see if this
back.
number's going to climb.
Well, I might. I mean, nobody got on. I had to go live for a minute just to like make a little video, so it's still got to process and all. We'll see. Yeah, I tried to
Yeah,
do
so
one, and it's
hopefully,
like it wanted me to do it as a short. And I'm all, no, I'm not doing it as a short.
right?
So
Yeah, it's
whatever.
all good.
I'm not super techie. I need Storms down here working in the office and the studio for me.
Random fandom, you were raised in the Catholic Church and you were the black sheep. Well, you're in good company, man.
Yeah, you're still
I
the
wasn't
black sheep.
raised in the Catholic Church.
Ugh.
I am. Always have been. Always have
Yeah.
been.
Yeah.
But truthfully, dude, like, who cares? It doesn't matter what church you were raised in. No man comes to the Father but through who? Who, Jody? No man goes to the Father but through who?
Yeshua. Period.
Yeshua. Christ Jesus. It doesn't matter. It's the identity. The Son of the Most High Living God, who is the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. I talk and pray to, I believe in specificity, okay? So I don't care if you want to call the Most High, the creator of the universe, God. If you want to call his son Jesus, the identity is still there. But no man gets to the Father but through the Son. Okay? You ask too many questions. It doesn't matter how many questions you ask, man. You're going to get an answer.
Yeah, bro. The only dumb question is the one that you don't ask anybody.
Yeah.
So the number went up.
Pride
Yeah.
is good when your product is harmless.
I don't know.
Maybe.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Not necessarily, dude. Like, what is meek? Because the meek shall inherit the earth, right? Was Yeshua not our greatest example of meekness? Because you got to think he wasn't a pushover. He called the Pharisees out on their crap and overturned their money changing tables. Those tables weren't light; they weren't folding tables, my friend. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if pride's anything that is a benefit, because it all seems like it's always got some weird motive in it or some weird thing that is sought out. Like, if we're gonna boast, we should boast in our weakness. I mean, that's what the scripture says. You know, not in what we're good at, not in something that we've succeeded at, but in our weaknesses and our trials. You know, because be honest with you, it gets further for me talking about how much of a turd I've been most of my life and that I've been a junkie sticking a needle in my arm than telling guys that I follow Yeshua. They usually go, "Oh man, this guy's a turd." You know what I mean? Like, what? How's he doing now? And you know, it's a miracle now because I am not good, but for some reason, His mercy and grace and blessing, He has called me into His flock. And it's not me.
Yeah.
It's not me. I'm undeserving. I'm just filthy rags, bro. Like, disgusting.
Before you got on, I was just saying that.
Yeah.
I was just saying that those exact words.
Oh,
nothing but filthy rags.
Weird.
Even Yeshua said, "There is no good. There is no good but the Father."
No one's good except for the Father. Yeah, that's right.
Our righteousness is only but filthy rags.
Yeah.
You know, and yet at the exact same time, the other side of that coin, who am I that the creator of the universe should desire to know me?
Man. If that don't crush you and make you feel like that, I don't know where your heart's at, homie, because every time I hear that, for me, it's like, man, Like, and and I know he loves me. You know, like
Yeah.
he has shown up so many times. And so when I had my come to Jesus moment, I had a burning bush. And not everybody gets that, right? Not everybody gets the supernatural. I got the supernatural. I don't know why, but I got the supernatural, and it changed everything. And for him to do that for me, for little old me that ain't worth it, I feel loved and I feel special and I feel recognized by him. Like he didn't
Amen.
miss me. I wasn't
Yeah.
forgotten. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I wasn't swept under the rug or not important. I
And see, you
was,
said,
and I am.
yeah, and you boast in your weakness, but it's not that you boast in your weakness. You boast in the Lord your God. You boast in the one who loves you, who carries you through when you are weak,
Yeah.
just as much as he's got your back when you're strong.
Yeah. Yeah, and the enemy tries to use these lies, man. Like, well, if you're not right, don't even bother going to him because you know you ain't right. You know, you're
Right.
in sin or you're doing this. Dude, that is not how it works. That is not how it works. You, if you think for 1 minute you're ever clean enough or righteous enough to come to him, you're tripping, homie. That's a lie from the
Yeah.
enemy. You're never good enough, and it don't matter because he loves us that much. If you don't have kids, it's hard for you to relate to this one, but my kids, I've got kids from 20, almost 23, all the way down to almost 7. And my kids can do some terrible ass shit that'll make me crazy. Embarrassing stuff in public. Like, what
Yes.
is happening? Stop. I don't want to spank you, but like, and
Like Shabbat.
I mean, and in that, not for a second does the I don't love you or you're not important to me ever cross my
Yes.
mind as a father. And if I've got that much of that, being the turd that I am, his is beyond comprehension for all of us.
Yeah. 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 100%. 100%.
What do these
Because
guys
it's the
think I'm
love of
doing?
a father.
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't even know until I started, until I really started like being a dad. I kind of got gypped on my 2 oldest kids. I say gypped, but I put myself in a bad situation because I was a man whore. And
Sure.
I wasn't even good dad material, to be honest with you. And I didn't know them until they were way older. My daughter was 11 before I even met her. And my oldest, my son, he was 3 before I met him. And then even then, it was not until he was about 11 until I got really serious on being able to like be around him all the time, which is another story for another video. But I ended up having to get custody of that kid. His mom started smoking crack and leaving him at home at 11, disappearing for a couple
Yeah.
days, and I got wind of it and snatched him up as quick as I could, man.
Wow.
Yeah, and he's doing great. Yeah, doing great.
Awesome, man.
He's not like how me and his mom were. So praise the Father that he doesn't have that generational curse like we had.
Dude, that's huge.
Yeah.
That's huge. And you know what? Like he gets to start fresh. It doesn't mean that he doesn't have battles and such, but just the father protecting him from all of that. Because I know a little bit of what you've been through, man. And
Yeah.
I could only imagine, like, nobody wants that for their kids.
No, dude, it's my worst nightmare, man. Yeah,
Right?
it's my worst nightmare. I'm just like, please, Father, don't let him be anything like me.
But I wonder how much of that was because, well, one, he saved you. And 2, you made the conscious effort, especially with your younger ones, to be like, yeah, the curse does stop with me. They're not going to know the things that I know. They're not going
Yeah,
to experience what I had to experience.
dude. Yeah, they ask me questions that I'm never going to answer.
Right.
Did you do this? Did you do that? And I'm all, it doesn't matter. I don't do that now. That's what you need to know is this is what we do now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I know what it's like to be a bad guy. And I'll tell them, Yeah, I was a bad guy. I wasn't a good guy, and the Father turned me around.
Yeah. I mean, and you have the opportunity to, even save those conversations for a time when they actually need it.
Dude, when they're grown and they're falling on their face, I'm gonna have some good ones for them. You know, when they're stepping all over in it, I'm gonna be like, look, bro, I know it seems really bad, but let me tell you a couple stories. Yeah, and then I'm gonna pick
Yeah.
them up out the mud, brush them off, get them cleaned up, and bless them best I can, and send them on their way again.
Yeah. Let's see. Random fandom. What are you talking about? You have my attention.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm not tracking on any of that.
Did she email me? I haven't had any notification. Sorry about that.
What's up? You got work stuff, bro?
Well, kind of. I was supposed to book something for an individual, and she sent me all of the information with the exception of her phone number via email. So I have all of the information, but I literally cannot move forward because I don't have her phone number because they won't accept the information without the phone number tied to it.
Yeah,
So I'm like,
confirmation call.
oh, dang it.
Yeah.
Right here.
You about to laptop it or what? My dude.
Shut the door,
What are we
fella.
talking about? What are we talking about here in I'd have to scroll up. Okay, well yeah, I'm not tracking. Hopefully you guys can answer it in the comments. Who's pooping right now? He's confused. Yeah, copy that.
Judson, no, come on.
I'm being cheeky.
Yeah,
Copy.
there's nothing there. Jetson, go inside. I love you.
All
I
right.
know
Well,
I'm
we got
saying something
21
like hurry or
people.
else.
Yeah.
What? Okay, 21 people. Great job.
Well, now it says 17 people. So
Dang it.
evidently no. Yeah.
That's obviously my fault.
It's okay, man. Listen, bro, just remember, even Catholic people, you know, they get sold into an idea that they can subcontract their faith to, you know, Father such and such or Bishop whoever or whatever, however that works, and they don't know any different. It's generations of generations that have been doing this so long that it
Yeah.
seems normal and right, and it's what we've always known, and they don't know. The only thing you can tell any of these people is to get a copy of the Bible and read it for themselves and cross
Right.
reference it with other translations. And then
Yeah.
when you're doing that, then you can go ahead and get an app on your phone like Blue Letter Bible and see if the Bible and the translations you're reading in, it actually says that in the original manuscript and what it means in the language by definition. Because then you're actually studying the word. Because if you study in English, there's not an English translation that's good. They're all crappy, and every single one of them battles with copyright infringement, which means after so many verses, they have to change the wording, which changes the meaning, which is why you have to go through so many different versions of the Bible in order to kind of piece it together, and then you have to proof text that with an original manuscript and definition of Hebrew, Greek, and Aramaic words in order to figure out what it's actually saying. So you have to actually really put in work and study, because if you
Random
subcontract
fandom.
all your faith, what?
Oh, he said, I have lived the word. I don't believe you've read the word.
Well, study. That's the word.
It's all you can. Study. 2 Timothy 2:15, study therefore to show yourself approved worker, needeth not be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth. Now, the question is, what is the word of truth? Psalm 119, verse 142 defines the word truth for us, and it states, your righteousness is an everlasting righteousness, and your Torah is truth. See, the Bible in and of itself is able to interpret itself. It doesn't need me. It doesn't need Jody. It doesn't need our opinions.
Uh-oh. You're dropping off of there. Oh, you're glitching, bro.
Ah.
Glitching hard right in the middle. Hey, so random fandom. Why don't you, in all of your expertise, put on there what the biblical definition of sin is? Because if you can answer that one with a verse, not a catchphrase, with an actual verse, and I'll even give it to you in the New Testament. If you give me one out of the New Testament, I'd be really pleased to hear what your take on that. Oh, you want me to go down south to work on your house, bro? Not with only $40 in your bank account, homie, because I eat a lot. But I'll come down there.
You need to go inside. Go to bed. Now. I love you. I'll be in there in a little bit. Is it a sin to protect? What's your context?
Your flashlight real quick, 'cause Jake and them went over. Oh, that was
It's inside.
Oh, back. We're back. Yeah, it jumped me for a minute. All right. I don't know what I missed.
You're like really quiet, bro.
Am I really quiet? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
Well, now I hear you. And I hear myself talking back to me.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, the whole live stream shut down on my side. I had to rejoin.
right.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. It could have been
That's
my
weird.
Wi-Fi falling off. Yeah, it was whatever.
So what do the people say?
I don't know. I'm trying to read all these comments. Oh yeah, you're Denver, homie. Yeah. Fat chance. I'm not going to Denver, bro. That's like asking me to go to California. It ain't happening. And I would go to Cali only to see my daughter. That's it. Because there's no other reason for me to do it. Yes, sober party. You got it.
Yeah, you got echo.
Oh, we got echo really bad? Oh, no.
I love you. Go inside.
All right. Well, let me end it. I'll jump back in.
Okay. So how is it on my end, though? Am I still pixelated? Is everything okay? What's going on here? Audio is way screwy now. I'm 5x5. Okay.
Are you in there?
We see. Yeah, we see your nose hairs. That's so much better.
Yeah. Is that less echoey?
Way less echoey,
Oh, sweet.
or at least for me.
Yeah. All right.
How is it,
you look
people?
phenomenal.
Oh, stop.
Nice. All right. Cool, man. We're down to 15 people. We're chasing them off. I love it.
Nice.
Yeah, the mustaches are 10 out of 10 for sure. Yeah, he's got like a
All right.
mustache that should be in like Young Guns or something like that.
Hey. Don't knock Young Guns, bro.
Yeah, dude. If
That's
you haven't-
like
yeah, that's that.
all 3 movies, bro. They're so good.
There's 3 Young Guns?
Yes.
What?
Oh, we have to watch them, bro.
Okay, wait. There's Young Guns, and then there's the second one. Where's the third one at?
Pretty.
Is it like a different
Yeah.
kind of Young Guns? Is it the same people or different people?
No. Yeah, still the same story of Billy the Kid and all of that.
Huh? Damn, bro. So bad. I didn't hear anything you said.
Is it glitching still again?
It was. You're good right
Okay,
now.
cool.
Yeah, you were trying to tell me about Young Guns, and nothing you said was anything. It was blah, 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 blah.
Young Guns 3 is just Super Troopers.
I mean, Tombstone's not the same thing, homie. Neither is White Earp or Doc Holliday. Those are
No,
all
yeah.
movies. Those are cool.
I'm sorry.
Now,
Yeah, there's two.
Tombstone's on my list.
Oh, Tombstone is
Yeah,
so
there you go.
good. There's 2 Young
Yeah,
Guns.
Tombstone's the shit.
Yeah, I was mistaken.
Say when.
I don't know why I said 3.
Okay, good. You were tripping me out, bro. I was like, I gotta go watch this shit tonight.
Yeah, right. It's like if it's anything like the first 2.
He said
So
older Young
good.
Guns. That's like me now. Like
Yo!
it used to be Young Guns, and now I'm older.
Right.
Old Guns for sure. I mean, they're not that bad.
Call them the Regulators.
Oh no! And now I hear the Warren G song.
Random fandom. Just stop. Nobody cares.
Okay.
Did it shut out on you again?
It did, bro. I don't know what's going on. It could be my Wi-Fi falling off. It does that at night over here sometimes.
That's so weird.
Yeah, it's all good. As long as you guys can hear me, I don't give a shit.
Yeah, it's echoey again.
Of course it is. All right. Well, I'm gonna let this mess with my shalom.
I didn't hear you.
You didn't hear anything I said?
No.
Oh no! I love you. Shit, man.
Well, dang it. Should we call it?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got to get to bed anyway. 4:30 comes early. And Jody's out of here. Guys, it's back on speaker. Yeah, I don't understand why I was doing that to him. Random Phantom, it's good that you protect the weak. Shalom, guys. Bless you. I hope you all have a wonderful evening. Patty! Hey, Jake is doing good. He was just running around out here. Let him go out and all of that. Anyways, guys, bless you. Shalom. I hope you all have a wonderful evening. It was a good call tonight. Shalom.